Before we begin this night prayer, I need to ask you something gently. But honestly, have you been carrying more than your heart can handle? Have you been walking through your days pretending to be strong while inside something feels heavy, tired, or just quietly breaking? If that question reaches you, stay here, don't leave, because this prayer is not just another bedtime devotion. It is a moment God prepared to begin healing everything you've been holding inside. Right now, as you settle into the stillness of this night, breathe slowly. Let your shoulders drop. Let the weight you've been hiding show itself, not to people, not to the world, but to God, because He sees what you carry, even when no one else does. Lord, as this person comes before you tonight, meet them gently. You know the exact weight they bring into this prayer. You know the battles they haven't spoken about, the disappointments they tried to ignore, the worries that follow them into the quiet hours. You know the memories that still sting, the fears that whisper in the dark, the hopes that feel fragile. Heal, Lord. Begin healing it all. Some who are listening right now have been carrying emotional pain that never had a place to rest. They've carried responsibilities far heavier than their strength. They've carried heartbreak in silence, pretending they were fine. They've carried pressure, fear, exhaustion, and unanswered questions. But tonight, Lord, you are calling them to bring every weight into your presence. If this prayer is speaking to you already, simply whisper or write in the comments, Lord, heal what I cannot carry. Because healing begins with surrender. Healing begins when you stop pretending you're not hurting. Healing begins when you stop carrying alone what God has been asking to take from your hands. Lord, place your hand over their mind right now. Quiet thoughts that spiral. Quiet fears that grow in the dark. Quiet the confusion that steals peace. Quiet the guilt that does not belong to them. Quiet the inner critic that tells them they should be stronger, faster, better. Lord, silence every voice that is not yours. Let your peace begin entering the spaces where their heart has been trembling. Let warmth replace the coldness of discouragement. Let reassurance soften the hardness created by long seasons of stress. Let hope rise, slowly, gently, but unmistakably. Tonight, God wants to remind you, you do not have to be the strong one all the time. You do not have to carry everything alone. You do not have to pretend that nothing hurts. You do not have to solve every problem by yourself. You do not have to hold together what was always meant for God to hold. Lord, begin healing the wounds that have been ignored for too long, the emotional bruises, the broken trust, the disappointments that shaped them. Heal the fatigue that goes deeper than the body. Heal the loneliness that lingers even when people are around. Heal the fear that something might fall apart. Heal the parts of their heart that they never tell anyone about. God, let this night be the beginning of a new healing journey, not rushed, not forced, but divinely guided. A healing that reaches the hidden places, a healing that restores what life took, a healing that brings back peace, joy, clarity, and strength. As this person prepares for rest, remind them that healing does not depend on their perfection, their performance, or their effort. Healing comes because you are near. Healing comes because you are willing. Healing comes because you love them more deeply than they understand. Lord, let your presence begin washing over them like soft rain. Let it loosen what has been tight, soften what has been hardened, quiet what has been loud, and lift what has been heavy. Let them feel, even in this first moment of prayer, that something is shifting inside, slowly but surely. Because tonight, God is not asking you to be strong. He is asking you to rest, to release, to let Him heal what you were never meant to carry alone. As you move into this next moment of the prayer, I want you to notice something. Your heart is already beginning to loosen. Your breath is becoming slower. Your mind is opening to a peace you may not have felt in a long while. This is not an accident. This is God beginning to lift the weight you carried quietly, bravely, but painfully. Lord, in this moment, begin removing every burden from this heart that was never meant to carry so much. Lift the heaviness sitting on their chest. Lift the pressure that has been exhausting their mind. Lift the emotional load that has made sleep difficult and peace rare. Lift the silent hurts that replay at night. Some who are praying with us right now have carried pain for years without relief. They've carried fear of the future. They've carried the guilt of things they could not fix. They've carried the memory of words that wounded them deeply. They've carried disappointment after disappointment, and somewhere along the way, they stopped expecting good news. But tonight, God is reaching into the hidden corners of the heart and gently saying, "You don't have to carry that anymore. Let me take it from you." If you feel God speaking to you through these words, write softly in the comments, "Lord, lift this weight from me." Lord, remove every emotional burden this person has been holding inside. The burden of pretending to be okay. The burden of holding the family together. The burden of being strong for everyone else. The burden of trying to meet expectations they cannot meet. The burden of worrying about things they cannot control. The burden of trying to understand what doesn't make sense. The burden of acting like nothing hurts. God, tonight, lift it all. Let your hand touch the places where exhaustion has lived. Let your presence soothe the wounds they never confessed. Let your love cover the insecurities they tried to hide. Let your peace settle where fear used to sit. Lord, begin untangling the knots inside their heart, the confusion, the tension, the tightness that built up over time. Let each knot loosen one by one. Let each wound breathe. Let each hidden cry come into the light of your healing. There are burdens that shape the body. Tension in the shoulders, tightness in the chest, pressure behind the eyes. There are burdens that shape the mind. Overthinking, replaying conversations, imagining worst-case scenarios. And there are burdens that shape the soul. Losing hope, feeling alone, wondering if things will ever change. Lord, touch all three. Heal all three, restore all three. Let this person feel your presence entering their emotional world like a soft light filling a dim room. God, speak to them again. You were never meant to carry this alone. I am lifting it now. Let it go. Let me take it. Let me free you. And God, as you remove burdens, replace them with what only heaven can give. Replace heaviness with rest. Replace fear with courage. Replace sadness with quiet joy. Replace confusion with clarity. Replace tension with calm. Replace worry with trust. Replace loneliness with your presence. Lord, let your healing presence settle like a warm blanket over their soul. Let it soften what life hardened. Let it restore what stress damaged. Let it repair what people broke. Let it rebuild what disappointment weakened. Right now, God is touching the things you didn't know how to express. He is reaching the places words cannot reach. He is healing the parts of you that even you stopped looking at. And as He lifts these burdens, something powerful begins to happen. Your spirit rises, your breath deepens, your mind quiets, your heart steadies. This isn't the end of the healing, it's only the beginning. Tonight, God is resetting your soul, shifting the weight, breaking the pressure, rebuilding your peace, preparing you for the freedom that is coming. Let your heart rest in this truth. You are no longer carrying this alone. God is lifting it now. As we enter this next moment of prayer, allow your heart to come a little closer to the truth you often avoid. Some of the pain you carry didn't come from a single moment. It came from years of holding things inside, years of pushing yourself through difficult seasons, years of pretending certain wounds didn't hurt as deeply as they did, years of trying to move forward while something inside you stayed stuck. Tonight, God is stepping into that place, the place where the deepest wounds live. Lord, heal the wounds this person has learned to hide, the wounds that shape their confidence, the wounds that shape their fears, the wounds that shape the way they love, the way they trust, the way they see themselves. The wounds they never told anyone about because they didn't think anyone would understand. Heal the wounds caused by words, the harsh ones that left marks, the careless ones that cut deep, the silent ones that said too much. Heal the wounds caused by absence, love they needed but never received, support that never came, comfort that wasn't there when they needed it most. Heal the wounds caused by betrayal, trust broken without warning, promises that collapsed, relationships that left scars. Heal the wounds caused by disappointment, doors that didn't open, opportunities that slipped away, dreams that never happened, moments that felt unfair. Lord, reach into these places with gentleness. Touch the old memories that still bring a sting when recalled. Touch the moments they avoid thinking about. Touch the emotions they shut down because they didn't know what to do with them. Some listening to this prayer have lived with pain so long they assumed it would always be there. But tonight, God says, I am healing what time could not heal. I am touching what you tried to bury. I am restoring what you thought was lost forever. If these words echo inside you, quietly write in the comments, Lord, heal the wounds I don't talk about. Lord, begin releasing the emotional pressure stored in their body. The tightness in the chest, the tension in the neck, the heaviness behind the eyes, the knot in the stomach. Let every physical expression of emotional pain begin to loosen now. Let the body feel safe again. Let the soul feel heard. Let the heart feel held. God, breathe healing into broken places. Breathe into the part that stopped believing good things could happen. Breathe into the part that learned to expect disappointment. Breathe into the part that became afraid of hoping again. Breathe into the part that thought healing was for others, but not for them. Lord, rewrite the story written by past wounds. Rewrite the beliefs shaped by pain. Rewrite the identity they formed around survival instead of purpose. Rewrite the conclusions they made during seasons of hurt. Let this person feel their heart begin to thaw. Let the numbness fade. Let the guardedness soften. Let the protective walls loosen. Let the fear of vulnerability weaken. Let the pain lift like fog dissolving under morning light. There are places inside them that haven't been touched by peace in years. Touch those places now. There are broken fragments they assumed would never fit together again. Restore them now. There are tears that were never cried because they didn't feel safe enough to let them fall. Give them permission now. There are parts of their soul that froze in old seasons of hurt. Bring them back to life now. Lord, let this be a night of deep internal repair, a quiet rebuilding, a holy mending. A restoration so gentle they can sleep through it, but so powerful they wake up changed. You are the God who heals the unseen, the God who restores the forgotten, the God who reaches where no human words can reach, the God who repairs the heart from the inside out. Tonight, begin healing the wounds they stopped talking about, not partially, but completely, not temporarily, but permanently, not as a moment, but as a new beginning. Let them feel the first signs of that healing now, in their breath, in their chest, in their thoughts, in their spirit. Healing has begun, and it will not stop here. As we move into this next moment of prayer, I want you to focus on something often overlooked. Healing is not only for the heart, healing is for the mind, your thoughts, your inner conversations, your fears, your mental exhaustion. For many people listening right now, the battle has never been physical, it has been mental. A quiet war, fought in silence. Lord, tonight we bring you the mind of this person who's praying, the mind that thinks too much, the mind that worries too easily, the mind that imagines worst-case scenarios before considering hope, the mind that replays past mistakes, the mind that holds on to fears that were never theirs to carry. Lord, step into their thoughts with your authority. Quiet the storm inside them. Calm the voices that speak fear. Silence the echoes of past pain. Dismiss the lies the enemy has whispered for years. Remove the heaviness that comes not from life itself, but from the weight of constant mental pressure. So many listening to this prayer are exhausted not because of what they did today, but because of what they thought today. Lord, heal the relentless overthinking. Heal the constant worry. Heal the habit of expecting something to go wrong. Heal the mental fatigue that feels like carrying a weight from morning to night. Speak into their mind now, God. You do not have to think alone. You do not have to figure everything out. You do not have to carry every possibility in your head. I am with you. I will guide you. I will give you clarity. I will protect your mind. If these words touch you deeply, quietly write in the comments, Lord, heal my mind. Lord, replace the chaotic thoughts with your peace. Replace the confusion with clarity. Replace the fear with confidence. Replace the doubt with trust. Replace the noise with silence, the heaviness with lightness, the spinning thoughts with stillness. Some who are listening feel like their mind has been running without rest, like a wheel that never stops turning. God, tonight, stop the wheel. Bring calm, bring order, bring relief. Heal the thoughts that spiral at night. Heal the memories that resurface without warning. Heal the mental exhaustion that no amount of sleep has ever fixed. Heal the fear of the unknown that steals peace before anything even happens. Lord, renew their mind with your truth. Remind them, you are safe, you are protected, you are held, and no thought is greater than my power. Heal the patterns of thinking shaped by trauma. Heal the reflexes created during hard seasons. Heal the assumptions formed out of past disappointments. Heal the inner narrative that tells them they are alone, unprepared, or unworthy. God, pour your peace over their mind like warm oil, softening, soothing, healing every tense place. Let this person feel a shift even now, their head becoming lighter, their thoughts slowing, their breathing deepening, their mind opening to rest. Lord, heal the fears that live in the background, the fear of being hurt again, the fear of failure, the fear of losing control, the fear of the future, the fear of not being enough. Replace each one with trust in you. Let your voice override every other voice. Speak into them. I am with you. You are not alone in your thoughts. I am guarding your mind tonight. And Lord, build a wall of protection around their mind as they sleep. A wall that anxiety cannot cross. A wall that fear cannot climb. A wall that lies cannot penetrate. A wall that darkness cannot enter. Let their sleep be untroubled, uninterrupted, fully protected by you. Let them wake tomorrow with a mind that feels lighter, clearer, stronger, a mind ready to hope again, a mind ready to believe again, a mind ready to move forward, free from the storm that once lived inside. Because healing is not only happening in their heart tonight, it is happening in their mind. You are restoring clarity. You are restoring peace. You are restoring confidence. You are restoring their ability to think with freedom instead of fear. Lord, let this healing continue even while they sleep. Let their dreams be peaceful. Let their subconscious rest. Let every hidden part of their mind be renewed in your presence. Tonight, the storm ends. Tonight, their mind finds peace. Tonight, you speak louder than every fear. As we continue this prayer, your heart and mind have begun to loosen. But now we enter a deeper place, the part of you that is spiritual, the part that feels things without words, the part that senses heaviness, even when life looks fine on the outside. Your spirit carries signals your mind ignores. Your spirit knows when something is wrong. Your spirit knows when you've been stretched too thin. Your spirit knows when you're fighting battles no one sees. Your spirit knows when darkness tries to whisper in the quiet moments. Tonight, God is not only healing your heart and your mind, He is healing your spirit. Lord, we bring before you the spirit of this person who is praying now. The spirit that has been tired, the spirit that has been drained, the spirit that has been weighed down by invisible pressures, the spirit that has fought silent battles in the night. God, begin breaking every spiritual weight that has attached itself to them. Break the weight of fear, the kind that rises without reason. Break the weight of discouragement, the kind that lingers even after good days. Break the weight of heaviness, the kind that settles like a dark cloud over their soul. Break the weight of hopelessness, the kind that whispers nothing will change. Break the weight of spiritual confusion, the kind that blurs their direction. Lord, release them from every invisible chain they didn't even know they were carrying. If this prayer is touching a deep place inside you, quietly write in the comments, "Lord, heal my spirit." God, touch the places where their spirit was wounded by life, moments they felt unprotected, seasons they felt abandoned, days they felt spiritually empty, times they felt far from you even while praying. Some listening right now feel spiritually numb, not because they don't believe, but because they've been hurt or disappointed or drained by long seasons of waiting. Lord, awaken their spirit again. Breathe life into the parts that became silent. Breathe fire into the parts that became weak. Breathe light into the parts that became shadowed. Let your presence sweep through their inner world like a cleansing wind, removing heaviness, removing darkness, removing residue from past battles, removing lies that settled during lonely nights. Lord, rebuild the places where their spirit was broken. Rebuild their confidence in you. Rebuild their ability to trust again. Rebuild their ability to feel joy again. Rebuild their spiritual strength until they can stand firmer than ever before. God, heal the spiritual exhaustion caused by years of fighting alone, seasons of unanswered prayers, disappointments that shook their faith, losses that left their soul trembling, people who hurt them deeply, dreams that fell apart, battles they weren't prepared for. Tonight, restore what life drained from them. Let them feel their spirit rising, not through effort, not through willpower, but through your healing touch. Speak into their spirit, Lord. You are not defeated. You are not abandoned. You are not broken beyond repair. You are mine, and I am restoring you. Heal spiritual wounds that came from rejection. Heal the wounds that came from betrayal. Heal the wounds that came from guilt. Heal the wounds that came from seasons where they felt unworthy of love or grace. Lord, bring order to their inner world. Bring peace to the spiritual atmosphere around them. Bring light into every dark corner. Bring warmth into every cold space. Bring truth into every place where lies have lived for too long. And God, protect their spirit tonight. Place a shield around them as they sleep. Let no spiritual attack come near their home. Let no fear enter their dreams. Let no darkness disturb their rest. Let their sleep be guarded, blessed, and covered by you. Lord, wrap their spirit with your presence, thick, steady, unmistakable. Let them feel you close, so close that fear has no place, so close that doubt cannot breathe, so close that peace becomes the only atmosphere around them. Tonight, healing is happening deeper than the conscious mind. Healing is happening in the spirit. Healing is happening in the unseen places where battles were fought in silence. God, make their spirit strong again, whole again, connected again, aligned with your presence again. Let this moment mark the beginning of spiritual restoration so deep that even they will say, "I don't know what happened, but something changed in me." As we move deeper into this healing night prayer, notice how different your heart feels compared to when you began. What was tight is loosening. What was heavy is lifting. What was chaotic is quieting. What was hurting is beginning to breathe again. But healing is not only about removing pain. Healing is about restoring what life tried to break, restoring what storms damaged, restoring what people wounded, restoring what fear weakened, restoring what disappointment stole. Tonight, God is rebuilding you from the inside out. Lord, begin restoring every part of this person that life tried to diminish. Restore their confidence, restore their joy, restore their energy, restore their clarity, restore their ability to hope. Restore their strength to believe again. Some listening to this prayer feel like pieces of themselves were scattered across different seasons of life. A little brokenness from childhood, a little fear from past relationships, a little discouragement from failures, a little exhaustion from responsibilities, a little sadness from moments of loss. Lord, gather every piece, restore every fragment, Rebuild the places inside them that were left undone, unhealed, or unseen. God, begin strengthening what remains, the small spark of hope, the thin line of faith, the fragile courage, the tired resilience. Speak into that place. You still have something left in you, and I am strengthening it now. If you feel God touching that part of you, quietly write, Lord, strengthen what remains. Lord, restore the parts of them that feel worn down, the part that tried again and again and didn't see results, the part that held on for too long, the part that feels tired of being strong, the part that wonders if they are enough, the part that feels like a failure even when they are doing their best, the part that fears they might not recover from what happened. God, rebuild their identity in your truth. They are not broken. They are being restored. They are not failing. They are being strengthened. They are not lost. They are being guided. They are not forgotten. They are being carried. They are not behind. They are in your timing. Lord, replace every lie with truth. Where they feel weak, say, you are strong in me. Where they feel alone, say, I am with you. Where they feel afraid, say, I am your protection. Where they feel uncertain, say, I will show you the way. Where they feel empty, say, I am your fullness. Tonight, God is not just patching the broken areas. He is rebuilding them stronger than before. Rebuild their emotional strength. Rebuild their spiritual foundation. Rebuild their courage to move forward. Rebuild their hope that tomorrow can be better. Rebuild their capacity to love and trust again. Rebuild their inner world until peace becomes their default. Lord, restore their sense of direction. Restore their passion for life. Restore their desire to dream again. Restore their belief that good things can still happen. Restore the excitement for the future that disappointment tried to steal. Some listening right now feel like life paused, like everything stopped growing inside them. But God is whispering, you will bloom again, you will rise again, you will feel alive again, you will not remain in this place. Lord, rebuild their spirit with new strength, strength that doesn't depend on circumstances, strength that isn't shaken by stress, strength that comes from you alone. Let them feel renewal like a quiet wave washing over their soul. Let tired places feel energized. Let discouraged places feel awakened. Let fearful places feel secure. Let empty places feel filled again. God, restore their ability to breathe deeply without anxiety. Restore their ability to rest without fear. Restore their ability to trust without hesitation. Restore their ability to believe without doubt. Tonight is not the end of their story. Tonight is the rebuilding phase. The moment where you begin turning brokenness into strength, exhaustion into resilience, confusion into direction, pain into purpose. Lord, seal this moment of restoration deep within them. Let them feel that something inside is rising again, steadily, gently, powerfully. This is the night you restore them. As we enter this next phase of the prayer, something sacred begins to happen. Once the heart is healed, once the mind is quiet, once the spirit is restored, God begins teaching you something deeper, something that changes everything. Trust. Not the kind of trust that comes easily, not the kind of trust that appears instantly, but the trust that grows in the quiet, the trust that forms when strength is gone, the trust that develops in seasons of uncertainty, the trust that says, Lord, I don't understand everything, but I trust that you are working. Tonight, God is inviting you into that trust. Lord, begin rewiring the inner world of this listener. Take the places where fear lived and replace them with confidence. Take the places where doubt whispered and replace them with clarity. Take the places where anxiety ruled and replace them with peace. Speak into their heart now. You do not need to see everything to know that I am moving. You do not need to understand everything to know that I am guiding you. You do not need to feel strong because I am your strength. If these words resonate with you, quietly write in the comments, "Lord, I trust your process." God, strengthen their trust where life weakened it. Strengthen trust in the places where disappointment tried to break it. Strengthen trust in the places where unanswered prayers made them question. Strengthen trust in the places where timing felt slow. Strengthen trust in the places where fear had become familiar. Strengthen trust in the places where people let them down. Lord, teach them that trust is the bridge between the miracle they need and the miracle you are preparing. Some listening right now are in a season where nothing makes sense. Doors closed, answers delayed, paths unclear, emotions fragile. But God says, "Trust me in the dark, and you will see the light I was preparing for you." Lord, show them that trust is not weakness. It is surrender. It is rest. It is believing that even when life feels stuck, you are never still. Heal their relationship with waiting. Heal the impatience that comes from worry. Heal the fear that grows when answers don't come quickly. Heal the discouragement that comes from long seasons of silence. Remind them, my silence is not absence. My timing is not denial. My delay is not rejection. I am working in ways you cannot yet see. God, fill this person with a supernatural peace, a peace that does not depend on circumstances, a peace that silences questions, a peace that quiets the urge to control, a peace that lifts the burden of what if, a peace that allows them to sleep securely tonight. Lord, teach them to trust you with their future, even when it feels uncertain, their relationships, even when they feel fragile, their health, even when they feel weak, their finances, even when the numbers don't make sense, their decisions, even when clarity seems distant, their emotions, even when they feel overwhelmed, their fears, even when they don't understand their source. Tonight, let trust become their foundation. Let trust take root deep in their spirit. Let trust begin to pull out the roots of fear. Let trust build spiritual strength that cannot be shaken by bad days, difficult news, or unexpected storms. Lord, give them the kind of trust that allows them to sleep without fear, the kind of trust that says, "You are God, and that is enough." Strengthen their trust until their heart can finally say, "I do not know what tomorrow holds, but I know who holds tomorrow." Let them feel your presence so strongly right now that trust rises effortlessly from within them, not forced, not manufactured, but natural, flowing, peaceful. God, teach them how to release everything they cannot control. Teach them to surrender what weighs them down. Teach them to relax into your timing. Teach them to walk in faith rather than fear. Tonight, trust is being rebuilt. Trust is being renewed. Trust is being restored. Trust is becoming the foundation of their miracle. They will sleep tonight knowing God is working, God is moving, God is preparing, God is protecting, God is finishing what He started. As we enter this final moment of the prayer, let your entire being soften. Your breath, your shoulders, your thoughts, your heart, your spirit. Everything inside you can exhale now because you are stepping into a night wrapped in the presence of God, a night where heaven watches over you, where angels stand guard around you, and where God Himself continues working in the very places you surrendered. You are not going to sleep alone. You are not entering darkness alone. You are not facing tomorrow alone. God is here, and He is staying. Lord, as this person prepares to rest, cover them with your presence in a way that is undeniable. Let peace fill the atmosphere of their room. Let quietness settle over every anxious thought. Let comfort rise gently within them. Let your light push out every shadow of fear. Wrap them in a stillness so deep that their soul finally feels safe again. Tonight is not a night of fear. Tonight is not a night of restless thoughts. Tonight is not a night where the mind spins or the heart aches. Tonight is a night of healing, a night of restoration, a night of divine alignment, a night where God continues every miracle He started in the unseen places of their soul. Lord, seal the healing that has already begun, healing of the heart, healing of the mind, healing of the spirit, healing of memories, healing of identity, healing of emotional wounds, healing of spiritual exhaustion. Let nothing reverse what you started tonight. Let nothing disturb the peace you placed inside them. Let nothing steal the restoration you are completing. God, stand at the doorway of their home tonight. Let your presence guard every room. Let your protection rest upon every wall. Let your peace fill every corner. Let your angels encamp around them as your word promises. Let the spiritual atmosphere shift from heaviness to lightness, from anxiety to calmness, from confusion to clarity, from fear to confidence. Lord, quiet every voice that is not yours. Silence fear, silence doubt, silence insecurity, silence every whisper of darkness that tries to disturb their rest. Replace every voice of fear with your voice, the one that says, I am with you, I am protecting you, I am healing you, I am strengthening you, I am finishing the miracle you asked me for. Let their spirit feel held. Let their mind feel safe. Let their heart feel protected. If they wake in the night, let them feel your presence immediately. If they dream, let their dreams be peaceful. If they toss or turn, let your comfort quiet them again. And when anxiety tries to rise, as it sometimes does in the quiet hours, let your peace rise stronger. Lord, lift every leftover burden from their shoulders. Lift the worries that try to return. Lift the guilt that never belonged to them. Lift the thoughts that do not come from you. Lift the fear of tomorrow. Lift the pressure to fix everything. Let them fall asleep knowing God is taking care of it. Because you are, Lord. You are resolving situations behind the scenes. You are aligning circumstances. You are opening the right doors. You are softening the right hearts. You are removing the wrong people. You are healing what doctors couldn't heal. You are restoring what life damaged. You are rebuilding what was broken. You are strengthening what was weak. You are guiding what felt lost. And while they sleep, you continue working, moving, creating, healing, answering prayers, and positioning miracles exactly where they need to be. Lord, let them wake tomorrow with a completely different spirit. Lighter, stronger, calmer, clear-minded, hopeful, rested, protected, restored. Let them open their eyes and feel a quiet knowing. Something changed in me last night. Because it did. Tonight is not just sleep. Tonight is holy ground. Tonight is divine repair. Tonight is supernatural realignment. Tonight is healing from the inside out. Tonight is the beginning of a new chapter in their spiritual and emotional life. God, cover them now, hold them now, protect them now. Give them rest that only comes from heaven. Let your presence stay with them until morning. Let your voice be the last voice they feel tonight. Let your peace be the blanket that rests over their soul. Amen.